And I know you don't usually do this, but I'ma get you high tonight. And I know you don't usually do this, but you're on the west side tonight.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Stevi.
And I'm Darius.
We thank you guys so much for tuning in last time as we answered some of your guys' questions. They were amazing questions. We want to dive right in, keep on answering those questions. Anything you want to say, babe?
I'm just happy of the response that we got. So thank you all.
Yeah. So the first question that I got that I told somebody I would answer, I didn't answer it last time.
Come on. We want to know.
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I did not pray to find my husband. That wasn't a prayer that I particularly prayed. Nothing's wrong with that, of course. And I do feel like God answers prayers of all multitudes, but that wasn't necessarily my situation. I did talk to God about my irritation with dating. I was done with dating. I was like, okay, God, we've done it all. I've learned, favorite colors, and what else is there to talk about? I think I'm just cool focusing more so on you. So I was more so praying about me and God's relationship, and then I was also praying about God edifying me, building me up to be a good wife to somebody. So that even means too, like, the desires of my heart, are they matched with God's desires for me? So that was a huge piece of the puzzle. What did you have to do, babe, to prepare for me?
I actually just had to get to a place of, I went through so much stuff, like, through the dating world in LA, that I was actually done. I wasn't trying to, I think my preparation came unconsciously, if I will. I dated in all throughout, well, not all throughout, let me stop that now. It was not all throughout. It was not all throughout.
Woo!
But I had, boom, let me start back over. So it was not that many people that I've dated, but I just kept running into the same thing. And I was in a place where I was like, I'm starting a business. I really want to get my life together and start a family with someone in a few years. So my mindset was different than the people that I was dating. So my preparation was, when I gave up and I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm just going to work my business, handle things like that. I'll adopt kids because I definitely want kids. And I just started preparing on myself, like making me be a better man, like understanding like what I need to grow in, how did I need to maneuver or move in. And through that, it actually prepared me to be the man that a woman was looking for. And when I got to see that woman, I got to see that this is something that I need, because I spent that much time with myself to realize that. So, did I pray for my wife? I've had many times that I prayed for a wife. I definitely had many times that I prayed, like, God, send her to me. And, but I felt like it wasn't being answered. But it was because I wasn't really searching for a wife. I was out here searching for, someone to have fun with, to just chill with, to look good with, and not understanding the root word of what a wife is. So I had to get to a place of isolation. I think that may sum it up. But I had to get to a place of isolation to understand the needs that I needed, the things that I had that I can bring to the table, and to understand what actually a wife is. And then I was able to go out and God gave me that download, like, this is what a wife is. And I was like, okay. Yeah. That's what it is.
That's really good. That's really good.
What we gonna? You wanna say it on the count of three? You wanna say what we both thinking?
Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Together.
You said it kind of fast though, but I was saying together.
Together.
We want our finances together.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that we are one. You know, we're a unit. We're a unit. You know, something that got put together. So, you know, how much ever money I make or how much ever money she makes, it's a pot that comes together to feed both of us. So it's one of those things where, you know, well, I actually think this. When you come to the table with the mindset that this is mine and this is yours, and let's keep that separate, I think we already are dividing our relationship coming forward to marriage or anything like that, coming to the table in that way. Well, I feel that if you start off something right, it can finish right. If you started off with the unity mindset that this is ours, and you come to the table, this is ours. It's already building in our mindset that we are one, that we are inseparable, that everything that we do it together. So whether there's decisions being made, it's like, this isn't just going to fall on me, but this falls on her as well. So let me have a conversation with her, let her know what I'm thinking, and then let me see what she's feeling.
Yeah, nothing's wrong too with having like a couple of different checking accounts or even something personal that you can, you know, have play with fun money, not to interrupt into the, you know, the bills account, whatever that is. But as far as that big pot is concerned, I think it's just important to be as one or as in unity as possible. And a lot of people talk about like the horror stories of when somebody merged their finances with somebody else and she took all he had or he skipped out on town. But I've heard the opposite too. Yeah. You know, I've heard people having separate accounts or completely separate entities, and then that kind of division and divide really caused the rift in the marriage relationship too. So it happens on either side. I think it's a matter of discernment and what God's, you know, downloaded into you.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm guessing that this question is asking, was I affectionate? Was I loving? Was I vulnerable? Was I open before, you know, I met Stevie? And I actually was. It wasn't something, they were just a part of my DNA. I'm a lover of people, so I love on everybody. And you just see now what it looks like to love on somebody that you have forever. You know, people change, friendships, you know, things change as well, where you sometimes grow apart. So, you know, the lover boy or the love that you have for them, it doesn't die down. It dilutes a little bit because you guys have separated. But this is someone I'm spending the rest of my life with. So I've always been a lover of people, and that's just always been my DNA.
Yeah. And that's something that I was looking for in a partner. I mean, when I was coming up, I used to want the bad boy who was going to change his ways for me and stop cheating and stop messing around because he met me. And I realized very soon that that's not what I wanted. I didn't want somebody who was faithful because of me. I wanted somebody who was faithful because that's who they are. With or without me, that's something that's embedded in their DNA and their character. And that's something I learned early on. I'm not trying to be the exception to somebody's rule. I just want their character to be of integrity.
That's all we ask for. That's all we ask for. That's all. We can have both.
Destiny, why we gotta choose?
Why we gotta choose? Why can't we do both?
Why can't we have the ultimatum thing?
You do know that you can do both. You can literally travel the whole world, then have kids, grow them up, then you can travel with them around the world. So they can experience. You've already experienced it, so you know what to expect, what to show them. Yeah. I don't think it's one or the other, you know.
I think that traveling is definitely high on our priorities list. We want to travel the world. We even talk about living overseas for a couple of years down the line one day. Yeah. A family, though, is just more of a priority. I mean, if we have kids and a legacy and great grandkids, whatever it might be, we want that. You know, that's really important to us. But yeah, I want both, girl.
Right. Let me get both of those.
Sheesh.
I don't know. What do you think I like And then I can go that way. I can be like, nah, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
No,
That's a hard question because it's like there's so many layers to that.
I don't know. I don't even think we've came to that roadblock yet. Honestly.
I always ask Darius, I'm like, babe, like, what do I do that gets on your nerves? Like, tell me. And he's like, nothing.
Her food. No, I'm kidding.
He's not kidding.
I'm kidding.
He's not kidding because I can't cook. And Darius is actually a fantastic cook.
Oh.
So.
Lord have mercy.
Y'all
But she's
pray for
growing.
me.
She's growing in her cooking abilities. You know, God has blessed her with so many. You remember in the last video I told you that there are things that I am strong in, and the areas that I am weak in. Cooking is a strong trait that I have, you know.
Yeah.
So I didn't necessarily need that,
You
but I was
confirm.
bringing that to the table.
Yeah.
So now that's something that we're doing together. So that's me having patience that I do have.
Yeah,
to
that was
kinda teach her
never
some
something
stuff.
that I thought he liked.
But she has dishes that she likes to cook that I do eat. She makes this which is like a shrimp scampi or
Oh yeah.
something that she makes, which is good. We're pescatarian, so we eat fish. You know, we just don't eat other meats.
True.
Yeah.
True. I'm glad you were so honest.
Whew, that was like
It was not on your chest because
it was on my shoulders,
you
it was
said
on my
this
chest,
before.
it was on my knees and toes. But we're here.
And actually, yes, I'm glad that you brought this up.
Uh-oh.
No, I am, just because I feel like there's so much pressure on women to hit all of these markers when it comes to being a wife and a mother. I do want to get better at cooking because I do want to be able to provide good meals for my kids, but not because that is the telltale sign of a wife. Like, to me, that's almost ridiculous. I think it's a good trait to have as a human and not necessarily as a woman necessarily. So
It's true.
I'm glad we nipped that in the
It's true.
bud.
It's true. It's true. It's true. God.
Would you mind elaborating?
What more to say? That's the purpose. I mean, we all have destiny and purpose in our life. The purpose of a relationship is to elevate the kingdom. It's to bring two gifts, two purposes together. And now you've married those purposes together. Now they can join forces and elevate the kingdom. So whether it's your purpose is to me, I capture people the way God sees them, you know, through photography, you know, and Stevi is producing, she's doing her thing. And that's just in a work sense of purpose. That's not even in like, there's like so many levels when it comes to purpose.
Yeah.
Because you have purpose that can be driven by traits that you have. For example, like I said, I'm a lover of people. Mm-hmm. So going downtown or wherever there's homeless people and being able to love on them with a level of love that God has for all of us. You know, being able to do that and not worrying like, oh my God, do I have on gloves? Do I have a hand sanitizer? But being able to just love on these people because they are people of God. They are brothers and sisters. You know, we're here to take the burden off of God's shoulders. So it's like, what can I do to take a burden off of his shoulders? There's people that's praying every day for certain things. Mm-hmm. And we all are aligned to help those purposes, to help fill those prayers. Yeah. And so imagine two people coming together with purpose all on their lives and going out here in the world and just attacking. Mm-hmm. I think it's just acceleration and manifestation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you hit it right. Oh. Bloop.
Is that the nail?
Bloop, bloop. That was that, okay?
Oh.
You got it? That was good. But I would say this too, as far as it comes to God, like, if you truly understand God's place in your life as sovereign, mm-hmm. then you stop looking to your partner to be your God. And I think that is a really huge part of it. because we are constantly looking to other people to know what we're thinking, how we're feeling, what we want at all times, to be the ultimate forgiver, the ultimate lover, everything all at once. And it's not fair. It's not fair to your partner to put them in a place that God should be filling. And I think that for me, when I'm keeping God in his purposeful and right place, then I look to Darius in full acceptance of who he is, flaws and all, instead of looking to him to be everything at all times for me. He cannot be the sole provider of my happiness. It's not fair.
Whoa.
I can't find my complete fulfillment in my husband.
Whoa. There's levels. There's levels. There's God. Then there's your wife or husband. Then your kids and your family.
Oh, we can talk about that later too.
Yeah, we're just going. That's a whole nother episode. To the next episode. Hold up.
I'm glad you asked that question.
Who said that?
Because I'm glad you asked that question because as much as Darius is the kindest, sweetest, most loving human being, he exerts a lot of energy. So there are times when he kind of shells up because he has to get back to himself or it's strategy, whatever it might be. And we all get cranky. I know I'm moody, so I know I can't project that onto him all the time. So if he is being more reserved or like more of a recluse, then I first had to learn that it doesn't necessarily have to do with me.
That's the first.
That's mind-blowing to a lot of women because I don't know what it is, but for some reason we've been conditioned as women to believe that if something is wrong, we have done something wrong, you know? Yeah. So if Darius is being quiet or in his head or kind of stoic, you know, I can't initially go, what did I do wrong? Is it something that I said? What's his problem with me? Why do we immediately go there? I need to ask him how he's feeling, and if he wants to talk about it, he will. If not, we will address it when he's ready to address it. Because if I'm quiet and Darius asks me what's wrong and I say nothing, he like, cool, she said nothing.
All right, cool. She'll holler at me later, you know. But you have to also, men, you have to be conscious too, because a lot of times women can use the nothing line, and there's something going on, and they want you to dig deeper. They want to pull more dialogue. They want more help. They want your support. So I think it's one of those things where you have to use wisdom as well in the situation. You know, there are times that I am in a strategy mode, and my mind has to just stay in this mode to figure out how I can navigate this, how I can take care of this. And Stevi, you know, she knows now, you know, she knows just from being with me all this time, you know, like, oh, he's in a strategy mode. Let me wait till he get out of it. So it's about learning your partner as well and knowing how they navigate, how they move. But yeah, sometimes you do, well, all the times you have to use wisdom because sometimes she does need that shoulder. She could be in a place where she feels that she's not being heard, that she's being ignored, that it could be something that happened at work and on her way home through traffic. So it's like she's got hit with so many things. And now when she gets home and you're clearly something is wrong with her. And you're like, yo, what's up? You good? She'd be like, no, nothing. And you'd be like, oh, okay, cool. You now just added to the stress.
What I had to learn too is, you know, from the very beginning, we told each other we're going to be 100%
Please be 100%
honest at all times if we can help it. Like, just be honest, be transparent. So when he asks me, is something wrong? And I say, no, I'm fine. I hold that as accountability. As Stevi, you're not being honest. And you said that you would be honest with this man 100% of the time. So there have been times when I said, I'm good, I'm fine. And then I've come back into the room and I said, you know what? I'm not fine. Let's talk about X, Y, and Z. Or this really bothered me today. Like, I need to talk about it. And I think when you're moving from that space of just honesty and trying to be as transparent as possible, then it does make you bring forth all of your stuff.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff to unpack. I mean, that's good. I mean, and it boils down to just communicating.
Yeah.
As long as you're in communication with your partner, things like that can be resolved very easily. But like you said, it could be something that either egos have to be dropped and be like, you know what, something is wrong. Like, I ain't got time to be playing these games to make you cry for it. But I'm dealing with this right now, But it is to understand that we have to also dig and say, clearly something is not, because we know our partners. We know when things aren't right, just to figure out what's going on, even if it's something that she may feel that you're out of, like, it's out of your control. Like, it's out of my control, so it's definitely out of your control.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to talk about it because it's going to make me more upset.
Yeah.
When knowing that having a conversation or having an ear to just let it all out is half of the stress, half of that, because you let it go. It's not any festering in their mind no more. It's not festering in your mind no more when you're going through something, but you can really let it out. And they can literally just sit there and be an ear.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you all for hanging with us on our steps.
Yeah, the steps of our house.
As we go through some steps that has enhanced our relationship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Caught it.
You caught that.
Caught it.
So until next time,
Love y'all.
Continue to share if you can. Push it, just because there may be some people out there that need this video.
Yeah.
That don't know us.
And drop into the comments what you guys want to talk about or hear. Yeah, we're enjoying this. We're having fun.
We are, because we're here for it.
We literally are here for it. We're stranded and we're here and we're quarantined.
Thank
Bye, y'all.
I can't die, no, I can't die. The west side and the west side. But you gotta know it's a lot of fake smiles in this town. Yeah. So don't get lost, stay real, stay true, stay down.